Runk.
Hey, what's up? It's episode 417, I think, probably, of Congratulations. Hello, yeah. So that's what's going on. I finally got a new computer. I'm all the way back here. Hold on, let me move up here. Okay. That's why. I figured it out. It's because of the chair. It's because of the rug and the chair. Trying to dampen the sound. We got to still got to dampen the sound a little bit more. We got to get these things hung up. But it's congratulations, episode 417. Probably, who knows? Could be 418. But it is a it's the year's coming to an end. It is really coming to an end again, huh? The year, it just keeps coming to an end, and the years just keep getting quicker and quicker, and then you just keep on, before you know it, you blink and the year's over, and it is what it is. I'm wearing glasses right now because I do not have my contacts in. Because my eye is watering and won't stop watering. Yes, dude. And it's been that way for 3 days. Yes. So that's great. So it's been that way for 3 days. And that's fantastic, isn't it? And this is right off the heels of my throat kind of finally getting better. And my nose has a huge infection in it. Yes, dude. Ear, nose, and throat. Doctor, put him to work. So we put him to work, and he said, because, a lot of you guys have been, you understood that I've had an issue with my throat, okay? Thought it was maybe cancer, went to the doctor. He goes like this, hey, dude. Well, first of all, I went to the doctor, and I said, got a thing with my throat. And he said, cool, let me look into your nose. It's like that thing where it's like, okay, I get it. Do your thing, but it's my throat that hurts. And I understand that people are like, when they do acupuncture, it's like, oh, you got a stomach ache. Oh, dude, you got to go to the acupuncturist, and there's a spot in between your big toe and your second toe where if they just stick a little pin in it, you end up passing gas and relieving your stomach ache. And I'm like, all right, okay. And then you're like, you try to argue with them, but they're like, no, you can't argue with it because it's ancient. It's ancient. It's from old Asians used to do it, so you can't argue. And so you go, all right, fine. And I went to do acupuncture once, and it didn't work. Yes, dude. And so he looked at my nose, and he says, oh, you got a huge infection in your nose. So I'm like, all right. He says, and that's why your throat's burning. I said, huh? He said, because your post-nasal drip keeps on dripping down, and it gets into the throat, and your throat burns. And I said, okay. He says, so this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you stuff to put in your nose. I'm going to give you antibiotics. I'm going to give you a mouthwash that you got to swallow as well. And I'm going to have you get something called Prevacid over the counter. So I'm taking 4 drugs. So I go, okay. I took it. I'm 4 days into it, feeling great. Now here's the thing. I won't stop watering. So okay, so we got the new computer, and that means that there's 2 renters here. I had no idea. We used to have 1, but now there's 2 in it because I got the new computer. So I got my eyes watering, so I emailed. Dude, I'm the kind of guy that emails my optometrist. You understand me? I'm not the kind of guy, look, I'll go in for an appointment, but I'm the kind of guy who emails, and I don't mean I email the front desk at the optometrist like, hey, I need an appointment. I email the doctor. I go, yo, doc, dude. That's how cool I am. Fuck yeah, man. I go, yo, forgot? I go, yo, doc. My eye won't stop watering. Not sure what it is. What do I do? And he said, I've got an appointment for you Tuesday. Why don't I send you antibiotics just in case? If it clears up by Tuesday, don't come in. So I'm like, okay, get the antibiotics today in the morning, put them in my eye. So far, put them in 3 times. Eye feels really good. We'll see tomorrow morning. Dude, so I'm just taking a bunch of drugs, man. And it's all legal, all over the counter. No, sorry, all prescription or over the counter, because that's how I do it. But you know, he also told me to start wearing an eye patch so my left eye would start getting more connected to my brain. So that's what the eye doctor told me last time I was there. I said, no matter what, my left eye is always not as good as my right eye. I'll walk out of the optometrist like walking on sunshine, okay? And 2 months later, my left eye goes like this. Now I need a new prescription. So I'm like, what's up? Yeah. No. I just started. I'm 5 minutes in. My little eye thing. I wanted to ease into it, dude. Everyone's gonna hate you now because you're trying to dictate how the show's going. No. Look, my wife. Okay, look, I'm talking about my eye thing because I wanted to ease into the maladies. This is a section that we do called maladies, and my shit was a malady, and your shit was a near-death malady. But it's fine. But so my eye is fucked up, and what was I even talking about? I went to the eye doctor. Oh, and he told me I needed to start wearing an eye patch. So congratulations, you're fucking married to a pirate. So I have to get an eye patch, and I have to wear it 1 hour a day for 6 months to get my left eye connected back into my brain because it's lazy, dude. Because I have a lazy left eye. It's not lazy like, I'm not like one of those guys where you're telling a story and I'm looking at your ear. But like, it's like lazy because it's not connected to my brain anyway. And my wife almost died. So it's like, you know.
I had to check and ask when you started.
I just started the fucking thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Okay, well, I want to get into it. I want to ease into the maladies.
But even when I was laying on the couch concussed, you came over and said,
My Hey, you know what? Thanks for coming in, sweetie. Thanks for coming in.
all right, I love you. Bye-bye.
Can you bring me water, actually, please? I love you. Please, come on. Please. Try not to bonk your head when you do it. So here's what happened, all right? Before I got, and we're just going to actually, she interrupted my podcast, and that's okay. I don't mind it. Dude, why? I'm a family man. Okay? Why do I not mind? Because I'm a family man. And why do I not mind? Because I roll with the punches. I fly by the seat of my pants. And also, you can't blame my wife because she has a concussion. So she doesn't really know better anymore. You know, she could interrupt stuff, not even understand anymore. And but it is pretty wild. So anyway, if you see me, you know what, dude? Next week, I'm going to do an eye patch episode. I'm going to go to CVS. I'm going to get an eye patch. I'm going to get an eye patch. Thank you for the water, sweetheart. And baby, I am going to get into your... Yeah. So I'm going to go to CVS, and I'm going to get an eye patch. I'm going to get it for my right eye, dude, because my left eye isn't connected to my brain. And when you see me, dude, I'm going to be like Slick Rick. I'm Slick Chris with the right eye patched up to make my left eye work a little bit harder, an hour a day, and it's going to be the hour of the podcast next week. So there we go. So anyway, that's what happened. And since we're on maladies, and since I was so rudely interrupted, which is fine, because I'm a family man, and I roll with the punches and I just fly by the seat of my pants. But since we're into maladies, I'll be in Brea. Well, actually, I'll be in Brea coming up here at Brea, California, KrisLea.com, Fresno, California, San Luis Obispo, Covina, California. I got a bunch of dates coming up, KrisLea.com. I will also be in Santa Rosa, California, Stockton, Tacoma, Spokane, Washington, knows how to pronounce it, even though he's not from there, only been there once. Peoria, Illinois. Always makes me think of Little Shop of Horrors when they go Peoria and New York. And I will be in New York also, and Amarillo, Texas, and Dubuque, Iowa. A lot of people are asking about my... God, I have so many dates here. Denver, Colorado. Peoria date. It's not... their website isn't up yet. They're a new venue, so it'll be up. But go to KrisLea.com and check out where I'm going to be. I'm going to be all over the place. Saskatchewan, even. What is it? Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Rename it. And so, rename the city. Rename the whatever they call it. Not a state, but a what do they call it? Canada. Province. Providence, Rhode Island. I'll be there. KrisLea.com. Anyway, so here's the deal. I have a wife that decorates a lot, right? And I am basically, well, look, it's what, the 9th of December here right now in this podcast. It's the 9th of December. Okay. My significant other, my wifey, my bride, right? She often gets ready for Christmas. She has actually gotten ready for Christmas at the end of August before. It's happened, okay? That's a travesty, but she does it. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I bet you don't know this about me. If you're a casual listener to this podcast, I love Christmas. I feel so much joy during it. I hunker down. I get blankets, and I'm a cuda. I'm a straight up barracuda. I see, it's like I see Christmas like it's that flashy watch, and I go for it, right? And I love Christmas, so I'm down. She's like, "Can I decorate early?" I'm like, "Okay, fine." So we did it once. It was basically 6 months of the year. We had fucking candy canes up, and I was like, "Yo, it's you know what it is? It's diluting the specialness of it." So I said, "Let's not do it in August. Let's do it in September." So she does it in November. This time we're in the new house. She started late. She started in like December because we still are kind of like doing a lot for the house. So hey, what the heck? She's got her work cut out for her because she loves to do it. So she's always like, I'll walk into a room and she'll be like, "Look what I did, look." And she'll be like, we'll be like painting 2 candy canes over the bathroom mirror. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we going to do for the rest of the year after December? And she's like, "I'll just take it down. I'll paint it. I'll repaint it. I'll make it. I wanted to repaint it anyway." So I'm just like, okay. So anyway, we have a tree in our courtyard, and apparently it, having no lights on it was not the thing. Okay? Now, does my wife always... There's a... Guys. There's a place to put the car keys in my house. I created it. I created a safe space for my keys, for my car keys, for all the car keys in the household. It's such a safe space for the car keys, and it's the only place that you'd put it. You walk in, you look at it, and you go, "Oh, all the car keys are there. Let's put the other car keys there." My wife doesn't use it. All good. It's always somewhere else, like in her bag or under the table or near a sock somewhere. Why? She says she's got ADD. Okay, fine. Still, it's annoying. Hey, use the place. Right? Hey, dude, the Key family misses the Audi. Where's the key? That's not with the family. Where is it? Oh, in the paint, right? Like just somewhere, where it shouldn't be. I had to get Apple tags because of it. All good. All good. I got Apple tags because of, I had to get Apple tags. I had to get for all the, and the spare keys too, because she'll lose all of them. So I got the Apple tags.
Isn't that amazing?
Put it up with the thing, with all the things, with all the, put an Apple tag in each of one of the things, in one of the keys and stuff. So I look outside. She's in the courtyard, and she's decorating the tree. What the heck? Okay, and I'm like, let her do her thing. You know what I mean? At least I'm not being. At least I'm not doing anything wrong, right? Like a husband's always like, as long as the wife's happy, right? She's doing her thing in her element, all good. So thank you. Wow, how sweet of you. We fly by the seat of our pants. She brought me my coffee. She definitely poisoned it. But anyway, I just foaming at the mouth. So she is doing her thing with the tree, putting the lights in the tree, and I walk. She's doing it for hours, dude. That's the thing about ADD. You could just do something for hours, right? So I'm walking past the window, And I look outside of the tree, and there's a ladder. Now, I didn't know. Now, look, it's a tree, okay? I didn't know a ladder was involved with this. However, it's a tree. So it makes sense that the ladder's involved with this. So I go, oh, shit. Now, here's the other thing. She uses ladders a lot. She uses a ladder. Hey, you know what I'd venture to say? She uses a ladder too much. She uses a ladder too much, okay? So I'm like, you know, she's always at the ceiling doing something or decorating or something. So she's on the ladder, doing the, what do you call it? The lights on the tree. I'm walking by the window. I see the ladder is, what the fuck? The ladder's ajar. Now, I know that only makes sense with doors, but you know what I mean, okay? It was askew, laying up against the tree in a weird way. Okay? So then I keep walking past the window, and then through the other window, I see, hey, what the fuck, dude? Do you ever see your wife crawling? I saw my wife crawling through the doorway. And I'm like, what the fuck? I say, what are you doing? And she says, I fell down. And I say, what? She's like, I fell. And I was like, am I looking at someone who's actively passing out? Like, I don't understand what's happening, okay? So she lays down. She's like, I hit my head. And then I'm like, did you fall off a ladder? And she says, yes. She says yes. Now, she's on a ladder a lot. She always is like, I'm a gymnast, dude. And she was. She's a world-class gymnast, you know? She was like number 2 in her state or something. And so I'm like, oh, shit, okay. I feel her head. Hey, dude, there's a goosebump on it. Hey, what the fuck? It's the size of a fucking blueberry muffin. Huh? It's the size of a blueberry muffin from Starbucks. What the fuck? Sweet had a blueberry muffin on the side of her fucking head. And so I'm like, oh, no. And she says, what do I do? And I'm like, well, if we don't go to the hospital and she dies, I'm going to feel real bad. So, pack it up. Pack it up. I Google hospital and we go. We show up to the hospital and she's like, I can't really see well. I see I'm all blurry. My world's spinning and I go, she might die, right? Fell off a ladder, fucking 6-7 feet on the top of the ladder, and also she's 5'7", so she's up there, dude. A head falling that far, just whoa, bonk. So we get to the hospital and get out, and the security guy comes out and he says, "What's the problem?" And I say, "My wife hit her head, so we had to come to the hospital." And then he says, "This isn't a hospital." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, they just do like surgery here and stuff." And I was like, "Isn't that what a fucking hospital is? Hey, just do surgery on her head. And do surgery on her brain to make sure she stops using ladders. Can she get a wanting to use ladders removal?" So I say, "Well, where's the hospital?" He's like, "Nah, it's like a special kind of thing that like people come to get." I don't know what the fuck. Honestly, I don't know what it was. It was like a boutique fucking. I don't know what it was. But I'm like, "Well, where's the hospital?" And the guy literally goes, I never heard a guy say this before, but he goes like this. I can't think of the name. And I'm like, "Dude, you're kind of a hospital and you don't know where the hospital is?" Fucking, "Hey, my wife's got a blueberry muffin on her head right now, sir. Please point us in the direction of the hospital." So he finally is like, I Google it. I said, "Is this it?" And he's like, "Yup." So now we're on our way to the hospital for real. Dude, we get to the hospital. This is just fantastic, okay? We get to the hospital. My wife thinks straight up this is her last day on earth. Okay? And I think she'll probably be okay. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not the one who's jumping off ladders. I'm not the one going head first into the concrete. I'm not the one possibly rupturing my L1. Okay? So I get to the emergency room, and I park in the red. Do you know why? It's the emergency room. I'm like, can I do it? But then I'm like, of course I can. It's an emergency room. My wife might die. I'm not going to look for parking. Excuse me, while I crash into the front door and just, here she is. Get her out of the car. Use the jaws of life. I don't give a fuck. Use the jaws of life, cut through the door, and then cut through the car. Get her. She's got to remove the blueberry muffin on her head. And then also make her stop using ladders, please. Is there a surgery that gets her to stop using the top rung of the ladders? And then when I say, please don't use the top rung of the ladders, she says, it's okay, I was a world-class gymnast. Please, is there a part you can remove in her brain for that? And so I I take her out. We get to the ER, the waiting room. Hey, what? Oh, dude. Hey, dude. Is this an episode of Chicago Hope? Hey, is this an episode of St. Dennis? Hey, is this an episode of ER? Hey, is this an episode of House? Hey, is this an episode of The Good Doctor? Hey, is this an episode of Chicago Med? Hey, is this an episode of Grey's Anatomy? Hey, is this The Resident that was on FX and then Netflix? Hey, is this Royal Pain? Excuse me, is this Private Practice? Probably. I think it was a show. Hey, is this Dr. Odyssey? Because the waiting room was Ibiza. I mean, it was popping off. There was like a guy with a fucking just jackhammer loaded into his head. Just like, how long you been here for? He's like, an hour and a half. It was like that Beetlejuice scene. I mean, it is so packed. It's popping. And then I realized it's Friday night. The party's here in the ER. And my wife fell off the ladder. Hopefully she won't die. Hopefully she kind of gets her toe and learns her lesson. She got a blueberry muffin on her head. She got a bruise on her head the size of a blueberry muffin. It feels so good to be me because I'm not hurt. I'm not the one who used the ladder. So now I say, hey, how long is it going to take for you to? I say to the person at the thing, I don't know, the fucking thing. I'm like, hey, how long is it going to take to make sure my wife isn't going to die? And the lady says, hours. And I say, that can't be. Right? Because she can't die, right? We gotta make sure she's not gonna die. And there's other people there you go to the ER sometimes. Look, when I go to the ER, I want to see motherfuckers bleeding, face down. I want throw up all over them, right? I want someone who doesn't have the right amount of limbs. Yeah? Dude, this is most people in the ER. Right here. What's wrong with you? You have toothache? Hey, what's wrong with you? Did you stub your toe? Hey, dude, wait till tomorrow. Hey, People are falling off ladders out there. Okay? What are you doing? What do you got, a fissure? Do you have an anal fissure? Hey, tomorrow, 9 a.m., my wife's falling off ladders. Huh? Okay? So, now, I was like, well, how do we know that my wife isn't going to, there's no brain bleeding or whatever going on? And my wife is like so sketchy. She's like, what if I have brain damage? Like, that's a fucking thing. Like, brain damage is like a thing that the doctor's going to say, like, well, you've been diagnosed with brain damage. They'd use all sorts of big words for it. She's like, I'm just scared I have brain damage and I'm going to be a mom with brain damage. And I'm like, stop saying fucking brain damage, dude. So finally we're like, well, how's your vision? She's like, I can't, it's so blurry. The room is spinning. They're like, we got to get you in sooner because there's another guy who's got a fucking anal fissure and you can go before him. So we get in. And now that we're in, I'm like, oh, fuck. My car's in the red. My wife's in good hands now. I can go move it. Now, I did say, no matter what happens, baby, I'm not leaving you all night. But I double parked. So I was like, baby, I got to go leave a little bit. And she was like, okay, it's fine. She has the doctor. So I go, now, this is something that has never happened in my life. Do you understand? Do you understand? I have never done this in my life. And I can't say that anymore because I did it. And I feel bad. But also, if you're going to do it, that's the time to do it. This is the time to do it, when your wife might die, okay? I go to move my car. Actually, what I do is I go to check on my car, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's still the ER, whatever. Everyone's double parked and stuff. So I go to move my car. I go check on my car. I see my car, and I am like, you know what? I can move it. There's spaces that aren't too far. So I get in my car. I drive to a space. As I drive to a space, I guess I'm going a little fast. I don't know. Probably because my wife's in the ER. Okay? Probably because I'm not going to Whole Foods. Probably because I want to get to my wife because this might be her final moments. Okay? As I'm going to the parking spot, this 70-year-old woman is looking at my car, driving by, and she is going like this. Like this, like, slow down. And I'm like, this is the ER. Well, hey, maybe I need to be driving fast. I'm not going to Talbot's. It's ER. I'm not going to make a deposit, right? So she's going, slow down. And I look at her and I'm like, is she really doing that? And then right when I go to pass her, this 70-year-old woman goes like this. like this, with her face like this. And pumping it too, to really be like, fuck you, right? Like, you know what it was? You know what I thought of is that part in Shutter Island where the old lady's looking at Leonardo DiCaprio and she's just like, I'm talking about that part in the preview, and it's real scary. That's what I thought of, because that's what she was like, only the angry version of it. And so she's doing that, and I'm like, get the fucking balls on this. First of all, to give someone the finger when they're driving kind of fast near an ER is, wait, hold on. Dude, you see someone driving fast in the ER, near the ER, and you don't think, oh shit, something might be happening bad. I got to get out of the way. Go fuck yourself, okay? All right? Now, that aside, then you think, hey, fuck this guy. And then you think, I'm going to give him the finger. And you do that as a 70-year-old? Yo, that's crazy. So I'm fuming because I'm like, this fucking shit. I roll down the window, park, And from the parking space, I can see her. And I say to her very loudly, and this is the thing I've never done before, and I cannot believe I did it, but if I was going to do it, this would be the time. I can't believe I did this, dude. But my tensions were high, and I'm not a bad person, I know. I'm really not, but this is what I said to her. I looked at her and I said, "Hey, my wife's in the ER, you stupid bitch." I can't believe I called her that. But then I go, fuck it, you know? If I'm going to call someone a bitch, dude, I couldn't believe. I looked in her eyes, I said, "My wife's in the ER, you stupid bitch." Other people were around, too. Oh, my God, I can't believe I fucking did that. And then I ran by her, and as I ran by, she was looking at me like this. And then I said to her, "I can give a fuck what you think," like that. And I went back in the ER, and my wife is sitting there with a neck brace on, dude. And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "You want some pretzels? I saw a vending machine out there." And she's like, "No, I'm good." And I'm like, "You're not going to like what just happened." She's like, "What?" Just hooked up to the, oot, oot, oot. "I just called a 70-year-old woman a stupid bitch." She's like, "Christopher." And I'm like, "Well, she kind of was. Listen to the story." I told her the story, and she's like, "I can't believe you did that." But why was she pumping the middle finger up at me? I've never, and I did. Now I can't say that anymore. That's my time that I did it. Fine. And then that's the kind of thing, too, where I'd be sorry, lady, but also, are you sorry, too? You know what I'm talking about? I'm sorry. Now, is there something else you would like to say to me, though, sweetie? Right? That's me when I apologize. I'm sorry. Now, is there something that you would like to say to me, though? Because my wife did that the other day to me. She was like, I am sorry. I'm sorry about something. She was like, "I'm sorry, and I shouldn't have done that." And I said, "Thank you. I appreciate that." And she said, do you have something? Are you sorry about your part of it?" And I was like, "Yeah, nah, I don't really think what happened on my end was that wrong." Oh, fuck. You might as well just say sorry, dude. Your next week is fucked. Right? I don't know, man. I lost my thing. Can you pull it up again? The thing. The page where it has all the stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. It's pretty crazy how the United, what is it called? United healthcare guy. It just got assassinated, dude. He looks like a guy that would get shot too, which is crazy, but that has nothing to do with anything. They think they found the killer. They got him in custody, which they better have. They better be the guy, because if it's not, the guy's fucked. You know, first of all, his name's Luigi, which is crazy. To have the name Luigi in 2024 in America is insane. The story will be old by the time they come, because whatever we do it, it'll be a few days old. But they got him, and the internet's gone crazy because you know what? Look, this whole thing about him getting the CEO getting shot, and then the guy that did it with a silencer, and then they wrote on the bullets, which is crazy. How the fuck did he fit the whole word "defend" on a bullet? By the way. You know, like those guys who draw art on a piece of rice. He's just like one of those guys. And so Luigi Mangione, Italian. What are you going to do today, Luigi? "I'm going to kill the United CEO healthcare guy. I'm going to kill the guy who's in charge of healthcare." I get emotional. Get the silencer. Get the silencer. Get the bullets and get a pen. I need to ride on these bullets. He appears in court already, but Luigi Mangione, he had a gun on him, and he had a backpack full of Monopoly money. Just a fucking straight up like loon, like a DuckTales, like a bad guy from DuckTales, and he was eating at McDonald's. They caught him, which is weird, which is pretty fucking weird, honestly, to be so concerned with healthcare and also be eating at McDonald's. But so he went to he got caught, this guy, and I don't like the way the internet was being with this whole thing. It's annoying, and I'll tell you why. I understand there's corrupt shit from the top down. And, you know, healthcare companies aren't exactly going to be, you know, if you look into them, they're not. Everyone does shitty things, okay? I get it, right? And down with the powerful people and all that shit, I understand. And it's you know, people feel like they're slighted, and some people are, and apparently this Luigi Mangione was. But everyone was like, oh, he shot a guy in power. We love him. He's hot, and they only were telling that because of his smile. Because that's all they got from the surveillance footage was the smile, because he was all like, you know, hidden and with a hood and a scarf and all that shit. And then the jacket popped off online. There was like similar jackets that like the sales spiked for the jacket he was wearing, which is just crazy. It's just insane. And he killed someone, you know? And people and women and gay guys were like, this guy's hot. And then when we found out who the guy was, we saw pictures of him, and everyone's just like, hey, dude. Gay dudes are just like, quick, Luigi Mangione lookalike contest in my bedroom pronto. And I'll say he's hot, you know? He's for sure gay, you know? Because you can tell people are gay by the pictures they take. And I don't mean by what they're wearing or what they're not wearing. I mean how their head is cocked. He said it. Dude, here's a picture of a straight guy. Here's a picture of a gay guy. Right? The smile or the cocked head. There. That's a gay move right there. To be in a still like this. Or a woman. So Luigi Mangione fucking had a silencer on him. And loved the... Why do they always have to write manifestos, man? I guess if you know your moment is coming, you want to have... It is crazy, though. When you shoot somebody or you blow someone up, you got to have a manifesto, right? Can you just write a manifesto and not kill someone? What is it if you write a manifesto and you don't kill someone? Is it even called a manifesto? Or is it just like, you know, those are my notes. Those are my notes until I kill someone and it's a manifesto. I'm writing a fucking manifesto, dude. Let me look at what a manifesto is. Manifesto. Definition. Here we go. A manifesto is a written document that publicly declares the intentions, views, or motives of its author. Okay. So basically this podcast, this is a manifesto. It's a written statement. Oh, it's written. Okay. Well, then AI could write it out. But basically this is a verbal manifesto. This is my verbal manifesto. It's a written statement that outlines a person or group's beliefs and how to plan it. So this is a verbal manifesto, and we are a cult. You know that. Manifestos can advance a set of ideas. Our ideas are, well, it used to be sucking and fucking, and now it's just kind of like clear-headedness and freeing our minds and, you know, not end-of-the-world shit like a lot of cult stuff, but manifestos can address any topic. We love that, dude. I love that because I don't like to talk about important issues. I like to talk about the important issues behind the important issues. Right? Synonyms of manifestos include creed, the band, and mission statement, and that's cool. Can address any topic, but they most often concern art, literature, or politics. I say politics is a big one. Not for us, though. Anyway, Well, how about this, dude? The mail bomber. Oh, this is the sentence. Okay. Wait, how long was the Unabomber's manifesto? Unabomber it's definitely cool that the first thing I'm Googling on this computer is Unabomber manifesto. That's great. Government's locked in right now. How many pages? How many pages? How many pages is this? How many pages? Okay, now that at least I got how many pages is Googled. So people, after I was like, oh, he's just fucking autistic. How many pages is it? 60, 80 pages? 80 pages. 80 pages. He did say some smart shit, which was crazy. He was a genius, but then he blew up that fucking building. So it's like, oh, fuck. Guy's good looking, huh? Luigi Mangione. The new Kendrick Lamar album is really good. Okay, it's really good, and the people were talking about the line in it where he says, comedians don't make fun of black women. White comedians don't make fun of black women. That's law, or whatever that line is. He doesn't specify who he's talking about. Okay, I first came to know the lyric. First of all, I heard the album. I didn't even catch the lyric. But the lyric I found out through Gary Owen's page. Gary Owen, the comedian, who is, in the black circles of comics. He's very funny, but he's a white guy. And so he posted, and he was like, Kendrick Lamar said this. He's like, who's this about? He's like, oh man, I'm guilty of this. Like, being funny and shit. Fine. And then another comedian said something about that. Who was it? Another comedian, a white comedian that said something about that, about how to talk about. Oh, now somebody's referencing Bill Burr or something. He's married to a black woman or something. Anyway, then Andrew Schulz was like, he's talking about me, which he didn't, which I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't know what Kendrick Lamar's talking about. I don't know if there was a specific thing. I still don't know if there was a specific thing or what. Or if it's just like a general thing. And then Andrew Schulz made this podcast, of course, that talked about, hey, Kendrick Lamar said this thing about me. Because why wouldn't he, And then he was like, he made a, what is this? He I don't know. Here's the thing. There's two things weird with it to me. Kendrick Lamar didn't say anyone's name in the lyric, okay? So if I thought it was about me, I'd go like this, fuck, well, you got out of that one, but maybe he is talking about Schulz. So maybe he is. If he is, then I would think, say he was talking about me. I would think, oh, maybe he's not talking about me, number one. Number two, I would think, he's probably joking, right? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I might be like, say something silly about it on a podcast. But Schulz went all in, and, he went all in, and he was making jokes about him, saying, your bodyguards could kill me, but I could fuck you if it's just me and you in a room. It's jokes. It's all jokes, okay? Whether you like them or not, it's jokes. So now a lot of black Twitter and black people are like, he meant this as a racist thing. They used to buck break slaves, and dude, I don't know what buck breaking is, okay? I don't know what that is until now, right? It's apparently white slave owners used to fuck the slaves. This world is just a mess, but like, and so everyone's mad. There's a bunch of people who are saying like, fuck this dude for saying this. He's being racist. And look, everything is a joke. The whole thing was a joke. If Kendrick Lamar was talking about Andrew Schulz, from jump, Schulz was joking. Then Kendrick Lamar said the thing. Assume he's just rapping. Like, how many words rhyme? he made the words rhyme about, oh, yeah, I could do that thing, or that's law. And so there, it rhymes. So yeah, it just fit in there, and it's kind of, and I'm not saying who it is, so fuck it. And then Schulz comes back, starts saying more jokes, and then people are like, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker. I hope people are just literally like, I hope somebody punches this dude in the face. It's whether you like it or not, it's all fictitious. All of it. It's all jokes. People are like, oh, this is Charlemagne's fault for co-sign. Dude, it's jokes. Whether you like it or not, people get so bent off their own issues because of shit that people say. And guess what? They also don't even give a fuck that you said it, even though they're pretending like they do. They don't care because they just type it out on Twitter and then they go to the grocery store. They don't go to fucking follow up. The internet's corny. It's not real life. And who even knows if that's who he meant? I just think it's like, sometimes you make jokes and people just take them. If it gets enough viral attention, people are just like, oh, fuck that. You should make jokes about this. And it's like, dude, you can't be the arbiter. Remember George Carlin got arrested for fucking saying words on TV, like saying swear words on TV or whatever? He just straight up got arrested for saying like pussy fart or whatever the fuck. George Carlin, every 20 minutes in his act would just be like, pussy fart. You know what's a funny word? Pussy fart. But yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas, Jairus from Andorra. Also, get the world's greatest Christmas gift for that hard-to-buy man in your life. Thirsty Goose Portable Urinal. Funny and practice. Christmas sale now. Only at thirstygoose.co. That's what it says. That's what they said to say. Practice. Even though they probably meant practical. So go to holler.baby/ what is it? Crystalia. Holler.baby/Crystalia if you want a little shout out right there. Shout out to Michael Martis. Your girl loves you. I hope you have a great day. That's a holler there. Holler.baby/Crystalia. There you go. Get a shout out. The Bermuda's new album Black Friday out now. Tune in, all you babies. Bump it in the goose shit. The trifecta of dopeness. Wow, this is what this person said, not me. The Bermuda Black Friday streaming everywhere. There you go. It's a holler. Trifecta of dopeness makes me want to fucking saw my head off, but that's fine. I say a lot of stupid shit too. So it's been 3 days and Kristin's head is just throbbing and her body is fucking all messed up. Her back and her shins and shit. Just falling off a ladder. How did she not get paralyzed? You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, falling off a ladder was like this. Gonk. Thank God she's young, If she was fucking... if my dad or mom fell off a ladder, dunzo. Dunzo, dude. No funeral. Just leave him there. That's how dunzo. Dunzo. Dude, if I ever get killed, I hope someone says, dunzo, right afterwards. Because I'll be dead. I don't give a fuck. What's a legacy? It doesn't matter. What says legacy just because somebody made it up because it's an ego? You're fucking dead, Mike Tyson. Talking to that fucking 9-year-old. Got a new fucking computer. I'm killing it, dude. Got the fucking new computer. What's up, man? So I don't know what's going on here. Taylor Swift is done with the tour. She made $65 trillion. 21-month tour. I like when people are like, say to me, they're like, when's your tour done? And I'm like, I just kind of got to keep going because I got to make money. What? It doesn't end. Hey, dude. This is a never-ending tour. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. I've been to Cranston. Hey, Bubba. Hey, I've been to Reading. Both of them. The one in Northern California and the one in Pennsylvania. Hey, Bub. I've been to Fort Myers, Tampa, Orlando, St. Petersburg, and Jacksonville. Hey, Bub. It doesn't end. You know why? My wife keeps ordering stuff from Amazon. Okay? So here I come, Cranston. I've been to Sudbury. That's a place. So Taylor Swift's era tour came to a close Sunday night, capping off nearly 2 years of sparkly outfits, this person says on NPR. Yeah, she's not that good of a dancer. I was wondering, what I'd rather be, a great songwriter or a great singer. And then I heard, look, obviously, you got Elton John, who's a great songwriter, and he's got a cool voice, but, you wouldn't be like, he's not Mariah Carey, right? Billy Joel, great songwriter. He's not Mariah Carey, He sang that fucking We Didn't Start the Fire, but he just was kind of just listing stuff, right? Like, I thought when I was a kid, We Didn't Start the Fire was the shit. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. That's the singiest part of the song. Otherwise, he's just saying Joe DiMaggio and stuff and like front page news things. But it's like if they updated We Didn't Start the Fire, you know how stupid it would be? I show speed, fucking jumping over Lamborghinis, yeah. Just dun, 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 dun. Handsome guy shoots CEO. I show speed, jumps over Lamborghini. Dun, 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 dun. We didn't start the fire. P. Diddy, Jay-Z. By the way, dude, the Jay-Z shit, are you kidding me, dude? First of all, the Diddy shit, everyone was like, wow, dude, this, finally, I guess, I didn't know this, but people were like, oh, yeah, finally, it's about time. Jay-Z in the background just straight up fucking, who'd it get? Diddy? Dude, just Jay-Z straight up. What happened? Another woman for Diddy? Who's that? Every time the phone rang. For Jay-Z. Got to get a Google phone, man. They can track these iPhones. Hey, Jay-Z, phone call for you. Anytime he gets a text from a fucking number that isn't in his phone. So it's just like now there's this lawsuit that Diddy said, that a guy, I don't know, like 150 women are in a lawsuit for Diddy, but But Jay-Z, they go, one of the ladies was, well, I guess she was a girl back then. She was 13. I don't know who it is. I didn't read the thing, but they were like, oh yeah, Jay-Z was a part of it too. Cut to Jay-Z at home. And Jay-Z just goes, they put out a statement. He was just like, nah, I'm different, man. Yo, actually, go to the police. I'm different. I sold drugs. I don't operate like you. He still was kind of being smooth with it, even in his fucking statement. It's like, unfortunately, they try to... What did he do? Jay-Z statement. Let's look at his statement. Jay-Z statement. Jay-Z statement. This is great. This is great. My first two things on the computer were Unabomber Manifesto and Jay-Z statement. That's great. Here we go. He writes... What did he write here? Here we go. Like, he is. Wait, who did they say about the fucking thing? I like that he used. You know what I like that he used? Exclamation points is hilarious. Like it's a comic book. Yeah, so they trying to scare me, pal. In a statement addressed to CNN, Carter called the allegations so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. 2 exclamation points. That's grammatically incorrect. You're only supposed to use one always. Whoever will commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Like he's at a concert. It's crazy though, dude. The effort was meant to scare the plaintiff and to discredit her counsel. Oh, wait, that's what the other guy said. It's so weird that these are the times, you know. Where's the images here? I want the here it is. Oh wait, no. I want the fucking. These allegations are so heinous. Here it is. I think this is it. Come on, man. Well, if we found out it was the Hawk Tour girl. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, he said, dude. Oh, so Jay-Z. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no. And this is the part where he starts getting a little bit rappy, right? I will not give you one red penny. Where's the part where it gets a real, like a rapper here? This part right here. This is right here. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your con many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for the valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. Fucking bars, dude. That one guy got released or got found not guilty. The white dude who choked out that black guy because and I guess that's the end of BLM now, because I guess the guy was acting crazy and he was on a subway, and so this dude just kind of choked him a little bit and ended up killing him. And they found out that it wasn't he wasn't guilty. I don't know how they fucking did it, but he was a Marine. And look, just don't go acting crazy in the subway, right? If you're going to act crazy somewhere, don't have it be in a subway. There's too many people there. I just wish people would be crazy on their own time. Be crazy alone, right? A lot of people who are crazy alone, they're crazy alone until they fucking write a manifesto and then they go and they shoot some CEO or they bomb a building. So that's the problem with being crazy alone. You need to let it out at some point. I just feel like world's only getting crazier. But at least my throat's getting better. I appreciate y'all listening. I'll be in Cranston. Go to chrisley.com. That show didn't happen yet. I'll be in Saskatoon. I'll be in New York. And I'll be in Denver. A bunch of different places. Go to chrisley.com to get tickets. That's it for YouTube. If you want to watch the rest of the Patreon, the rest of the episodes, watch it on Patreon. Patreon.com/Chris D'Elia. Thank you very much.